Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 Podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sin. Be sure to follow us over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. And if you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. Podcast character design is done by Demon Artie. Check her out over on Twitter at Artie Demon. You're going to see some great artwork, fan art, redesigns, original stuff. And if you like what you see, be sure to give her a like, a follow, and a retweet. Episode 22 of Amphibia, Hop, Pop, and Lock. You know, the Pop and Lock. It was like a dance from a million years ago. But wow, what a funny episode. I challenge anyone to find a show that is more consistently funny, heartwarming, and just absolutely just a wonderful, fun show to watch in 2019 than Amphibia. It's just every episode has made me laugh. This episode, I think, might be the funniest episode so far. I love Hop Pop. And it's just seeing an old man in love is just ridiculously adorable. But we open up, and I love the continuity here. That's another thing that usually in these comedy shows, you don't get continuity like this. But remember how they lost their rented space to sell their produce? So they're like selling their produce out of a wheelbarrow, like in a back alley, like they're selling drugs. like black market underhand produce. You know, Hop Pop's like, yeah, just because we lost our stand doesn't mean we can't sell our produce out of a rickety old cart. And everyone's like, oh, this is so pathetic. And Sprig's like, yeah, criminal activities. He puts on his like, you know, like he's gonna rob a bank. It's like, no, this is perfectly legal, but it totally probably isn't. And he's like, okay, we're gonna time to make some magic, make some sales. So he's like sneaking around, tapping on someone on the shoulder. Hey, you want to buy some produce? Hey, buddy, you looking for some special spice? And it happens to be this older woman named Sylvia, and I guess her and Hop Pop have known each other for a while. And Sundu, she's part of the same family of the lady who owns that cafe and is also the mother of the girl that she was forced to date Sprig, but they actually do like each other. Just like the idea of being forced to. So there's all these families are connected, so it's just kind of weird. And she's like, oh, Hoppa Dad, I haven't seen you forever. She kind of goes in for a hug and she tries to talk to him. And you can just see by the way Hop Pop is reacting that he's totally like head over heels for this girl, but he doesn't know how to express it. He's just like, and she's like, oh, look at your produce here. You know, she picks up like this gourd that totally looks like Hop Pop. And she's like, oh, I've always had a thing for the weird ones. She kind of gives him the wink. Hop Pop, you idiot. This is what we would call the go-ahead. She's giving you the go-ahead. Just ask her out. She's gonna say yes. But he's too, I don't know, embarrassed to say anything. And he just, you know, just kind of mumbles his words. And then she gives him a hug. She gives him a hug and walks away. And then he's like, oh man, whew. And of course, Anne sees this from 100 million miles away. She's like, Hop Pop, you dog. She's like, you're totally in love with this girl. Then Sprig and Polly like, oh, well, they're good. They're freaking out. Everyone, you know how everyone gives people, they give him the guff, they give him the business whenever, ooh, you like someone. He denies it, but then he's pretty quickly says, you know, yeah, I do. I love her, but I can't tell her because every time I get around her, I can't even form sentences. I can't even talk. I guess there's some commotion going on in the town square. And, hey, look at this. They're announcing a Crimson 15 podcast live stream.
With family fun, shenanigans, romance, tonight from 6 p.m. till...
That's exactly what it is. Shenanigans. But I just love these quick little gags like this are always so funny. But it's like, it's a big dance. Hop Pop has the idea. He's like, hey, maybe I can use this dance to, you know, kind of get closer to Sylvia. But apparently Hop Pop has like a rival, and Monroe, of course, he has like this kind of cool name. And he's an all-around douchebag. Sorry for the language, but he's just a jerk. He's like always screwing with Hop Pop. Oh, you don't think about going to the dance. You're going to embarrass yourself. He's just a bully. This guy's just a jerk. You know, Hop Pop's like, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to try. Then we got Spriggs all the fuzz. So I guess like their little back alley stand got found out. They all scatter. They leave Sprig there to like deal with it.
Mom, it's the fuzz! Everyone scattered! Ah!
So screwed up. Well, apparently nothing happened because you see him later on. They probably just told him to, you know, get out of here. Hop Pop is determined to learn to dance, at least be well enough to where he can dance with Sylvia. And he gets his book, and the dancing book. And I absolutely love these old-timey drawings of the frogs. It reminds me of something I would have seen like in an old like fairy tale book. I just like the way that they're drawn. And, you know, he has like an old mop and he's like pretending it's Sylvia. But he's so bad at dancing, he can't even go a second. He snaps the mop in half, smashes into the wall. And then there's a book that says dying alone. Like it's a guide to dying alone. It's such a funny little gag. Here's a bunch of music. He's hitting that bass thump, you know. He goes downstairs to see what the noise is. And it's Anne and she's dancing. And she's using like an old bucket to to boost the volume of her cell phone. And he's like, oh wow, Anne can dance. And he's thinking, oh, I can have her help me. But he's like staring at her like through the door. So when she turns around and sees him, he looks like a total creeper. She's like, what the hell are you doing, old man?
Anne can dance?
Hop Pop, what the heck, dude?
And he's like, Anne, I need your help. There's a dance. And I was thinking, if I can't tell Sylvia how I feel, if I can dance with her, I can show her how I feel. That's just completely adorable. Hop Pop, you know, he's trying his best. And of course, Anne's all about this. So she's like, I'm going to help you. And he's like, just don't tell anyone. It'll just be me and you. Next scene, and Sprig and Polly are there. And he's like, Anne, I asked you, please don't tell anyone. He's like, oh shit, this is way too juicy. And we get dance instructor 80s version of Anne here. Where does she have all this clothes? And why didn't she dress up more? Like, she looks absolutely adorable, but she's ready to be the dance instructor. She still doesn't wear another shoe. She still just has her one shoe, which is, I'm so used to her seeing her this way that it's not odd that she only wears one shoe. If you follow me over on Twitter, I post like GIFs and all the other kind of stuff. So we get, you know, Anne's like, hey, you know, I'm going to show you some dance moves and everything. She starts with the music and Anne's got the moves. She has the skills to pay the bills. She can break it down. And she's like, okay, now it's your turn, Hop Pop. He's so bad. He takes like one step and like tumbles over, smashes into an anthill. I mean, no one can be this bad at dancing. Like, it's impossible. But she kind of goes through all the other steps. You have to learn your rhythm, you know, by like tapping a bucket. And somehow Hop Pop hits himself with the hammer. Like, how's that even possible? But everyone else gets in on it too. She's not talking about, in your freestyle, you just kind of do what feels right to you. You can express yourself in your own unique way. Then Hop Pop does his freestyle, and then the man's having a seizure. He's just going crazy. It's borderline like inappropriate interpretive dance. And Hop Pop's like, oh wow, that was fun. I liked it. And Anne's like, dude, don't ever do that again. You're gonna just creep everyone out. Then I posted this on the overall. I actually made a video of it, of the song. They play like a little, 17-second song for Sylvia, and it's totally 80s and it's awesome. So check that out to get the full little mini video. But she's been taking her time teaching Hop Pop, and he actually learns some moves. He kind of does a pretty good job, especially for a senior citizen. And I love the puns. Anne's all like, you can call him hip hop, hip hop pop, so because he gets the moves now. But like, oh no, the dance is starting, so they all get ready to go to the dance. Are these drinks alcoholic? Like, because you see the old lady just like slams like 4 of these drinks in a row. Then like you see Anne later on drinking it, and she has like the rosy red cheeks. Was that a subtle thing to say that this things might have been an alcoholic beverage in some way? I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into this. But again, look at Anne. 2 adorable outfits in one episode. That's just amazing. Why can't she just take the twigs and leaves out of her hair all the time? She looks so nice. She's just a freaking absolutely adorable. But she's like, okay, getting ready. Hop Pop's super nervous, and he's like, oh, Sylvia's here. Oh no, I'm gonna faint. I'm gonna pass out. He just starts forgetting everything. But Anne's like, you're gonna go out there. You're gonna ask this lovely lady to dance, and you're gonna have a great time. See, she has a rosy red streak. So is she embarrassed? Super weird. I don't know. Hop Pop musters his courage. Goes out there, he's gonna go ask Sylvia to dance, but of course, jerk in a box, freaking Monroe's like, oh, Lady Sylvia, I ask you for this dance, and he's way more confident, he's way more, outgoing, and Hop Pop's just kind of more of an introvert. Then we get the classic, how do you solve every problem in the 80s? With a freaking dance off. So there's like a challenge. We're gonna have this dance off between Hop Pop and Monroe. We know Hop Pop's been practicing, so he's better, but we have no idea how Monroe, how he is. But everyone said before, previous in the episode, they were telling about how he's good at everything. So Hop Pop goes out there and, puts the moves down. I like it. It's he's doing a good job for a senior citizen. He does a pretty good job.
click. Wow. Here we go. Look at her feet.
But Monroe goes out there and just rips it up. Like, we're talking JV high school football team versus the New England Patriots. It wasn't even close. Yeah, it was nice and cute what Hop Hop did, but Monroe just is on another level.
Oh no.
Hold tight now.
Like, he's breakdancing, spinning around, he's doing everything. And, you know, the mayor's the announcer, and it's like, they haven't gotten rid of this freaking idiot. You know, the Planner family's like super sad, but it's like, oh, Hop Hop lost. And even Ann's like, he's just a better dancer. You can't, there's nothing you can do. You're never going to be as good as him in the short amount of time that you've been practicing. But in awesome fashion, it's really funny because Hop Hop's going to go out there and do a freestyle. It's like, oh no, not a freestyle. I like the fact that he's talking to the band. He's like, you know, kick it up a notch, you know, play it. And then like the lady, I guess she's like, what is that, a tuba? She's like, we've been doing it all night, but I guess because they've been playing music. Hop Hop goes out there and does the most ridiculous, over the top, I don't know what's going on the dance floor. He's having an emergency.
Unbelievable! I ain't never seen moves like those. It's horrifying.
Even the mayor's like, oh my, what is this? He's pouring ants on himself. He's dancing so fast that the dance floor catches on fire. He's dumping punch on himself. I guess it's not alcoholic because if he would have dumped it when he was on fire, wouldn't he burst into flames even more? But everyone's embarrassed because they have no idea what the hell they just saw. You know, Hop Hop, he did it. He did what he thought was right. Everyone like looked at him like, what the hell, buddy? He's just gonna walk off, you know, defeated and sad. But Sylvia's a cool chick. She goes out there and she does a crazy freestyle, just as crazy as his. She's undulating their bodies in weird ways. And when this was happening, I was thinking exactly what they said in the show. I'm like,
This is not for children's eyes.
this is not appropriate for children. Like one of the characters actually says that. And they're all covering their eyes because it's kind of gross. It's such a ridiculous dance, it shuts down the whole party. Everyone just leaves. That is a skill. If you could pull that off, that is amazing. But, you know, Hop Hop and Sylvia are there, and he's like, you know, Sylvia, I wish there was still more music so I could dance with you all night. I'm like, oh, that's so adorable. In Sprig, wingman of 2019, Johnny on the spot. He picks up the violin and starts playing music so his grandpa could have a moment with the girl he likes. Sprig, best grandson of all time. That's legendary. He's in the Hall of Fame. But they start dancing, kind of more of a traditional slow dance. And then even Polly starts dancing with Anne. And what a nice, cute ending. This whole episode was absolutely adorable. Anne wearing super cute dresses. I love it when she dresses up. She is such a dynamic character. She's so much to her. She has moved up. My favorite female, animated characters of all time. She's moving up the ladder. She's such a cool character. She has her flaws. She generally likes to help people. She took all this time to help Hop Hop learn how to dance just so he can spend some time with the girl that he likes. That is admirable. It may not be like saving a village or defeating the dragon. It's doing something nice for someone you care about, especially someone like Hop Hop who needs a little help in this kind of area. But yeah, what a fun, absolutely hilarious episode. Check out the video of the I'll Win Your Heart, Sylvia. It's just, I love the beat, the music. This episode is funny from beginning to end. Definitely, if you're going to watch one funny episode, make it this one.
Why?
Crimson Saint here. Thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single upload. If you have any tips or story ideas, hit us up on Twitter at C15Podcast, or better yet, join our Discord server, link in the description below.